A serious anti-Semitic attack occurred in Golders Green, North London during the week, where two Jewish men were stabbed in what police have declared a terrorist incident. The attack has prompted a rise in the UK's terror threat level to severe, signaling that further attacks are highly likely. Two Jewish men, aged 34 and 76, were seriously injured but are in stable condition. A 45-year-old man, described as born in Somalia, was arrested after being tasered by police. Counterterrorism police are investigating. The incident has been linked to a rise in targeted anti-Semitic violence in the UK. The Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, termed the attack utterly appalling and a national emergency. Here is the police, Starmer, and others reacting to the unfortunate incident.
They responded to reports of people being stabbed in Highfield Road in northwest London. They attended along with the local ambulance service. Two men, one in his 70s and one in their 30s, were treated at the scene for stab wounds, and they are now taken to hospital. The 45-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder and remains in custody following a check-up at the local hospital. He has a history of serious violence and mental health issues, and that investigation continues. Our counter-terrorism policing teams have already formally declared this incident as a terrorist attack. It's another horrendous act of violence directed against our Jewish communities, which follows a series of arson attacks in recent weeks. It will rightly shock and anger people across London and in the immediate communities and across the country. My first thoughts are with the two British Jews who were attacked whilst going about their daily lives, which they should be able to do freely and safely in their own local community.
Let me start by saying what an appalling attack this is, and my thoughts and all of our thoughts are with the victims, their families, their loved ones. And let's be frank, this is not an isolated incident. There have been a series of anti-Semitic attacks, and I know firsthand the anxiety that is causing in the community and concern. I was at Kenton Synagogue last week where I heard a lot about that level of anxiety. It'll be worse after today. We're very much in touch with the community, and I'll visit as soon as possible. Well, the government is taking action in relation to security, cohesion, extremism, but of course it's our responsibility to coordinate the immediate response here to this appalling attack, to ensure security is in place, to take other measures. I'm holding a meeting tomorrow with the criminal justice agencies to make sure that we can have effective and swift justice in these cases. But we do have to recognise the levels of anxiety and concern there are, that I know about, in terms of the Jewish community feeling very much exposed and vulnerable, feeling they've got to hide their identity, sometimes in the health service, sometimes at school, on the streets where they live. And it's our job to make sure that they feel safe and secure. It's our job to make sure that we absolutely deal with the roots of anti-Semitism and extremism. That is what we will do.
Do I want to stay here? I have to, because my children don't want to leave. But I want to leave. I don't feel safe anymore. I'm not sure there's much future for my children here, actually, but that's the reality of it. Are the government going to do anything meaningful? Well, let's wait and see. Don't hold your breath.
So I'm a local teacher. I teach in a Jewish girls' school just up the road. The girls were quite hysterical when they heard. They didn't know, is it their family, their cousins, who knows? This morning again, we have to go back to school, reassuring them, comforting them, had to ensure they all had a way to get home also. So we're scared for them, but we also have to make ourselves feel comfortable in the situation and protect ourselves.
A bit of a rough day yesterday. As soon as we heard, it's very hard to concentrate and keep calm, carry on. A bit nervous, but hopefully we're going to be able to keep on, carry on, and we're going to have to work harder, and hopefully this police is going to support us volunteering and looking after protect the community.